SoresanCrockxen, clan member, fairy tale fans, and others who stump on this video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and oh my goodness, today's episode gave me the feels. Like, straight up ridiculous feels. Now, the first thing I do want to mention is I'm a little upset that they've been doing for like the past 2-3 episodes an extended recap. We don't need that. Like, literally, it took them 7 minutes to cover the recap plus the opening. We don't need a recap that long. That just makes the episode shorter, which is very upsetting for me because I want to get into the actual meat of the arc. But because they're doing these recaps so long, it just takes away from the moment. I mean, I just want that to stop. But regardless, besides that nonsense, Natsu versus Jacko was pretty cool. I'm glad that they didn't pull the jokey Natsu moment, because I was honestly expecting it. When Jacko transformed, besides the fact that he looked like a beast, like, I actually liked the way he looked when he transformed. I totally was expecting Natsu to go, oh, look, it's a little doggy. For some reason, that came in my head that he was going to say that. I'm glad they didn't go that route, because they've had like this mix of serious Natsu and jokey Natsu in the past couple episodes. I didn't want that. I didn't want that back. So I'm glad that they kept him serious and actually feel like Jacko is a threat. The fight itself, after he transformed, was kind of mediocre. Jacko got 2 hits in, which were really blocked by Natsu, and then Natsu went in and just obliterated him. Now this is where the feels came. I actually had to like rewind a little bit of the episode so that I could capture the screenshot for the thumbnail, because that's how I do my thumbnails for Fairy Tail. I get a screenshot of a specific scene, and like both, even though I knew what was gonna happen, I still like got teary-eyed again, because Happy, one of my favorite characters in the entire show, he's always been one of my favorite characters. He did something he's never done before, and it was just so touching, and it just made me want to cry, because Jacko was going to blow himself up. He was going to pull a Deidara out of his ass. Now, that's an Naruto reference for those of you guys who don't watch it. Deidara has clay bombs, and he can actually turn himself into a giant bomb and then explode. Unfortunately, he dies afterwards. Like, he actually dies if he does that. It's a last resort. So, Jacko was basically going to do the same thing. He was going to explode himself, his whole body, and it would have been such a huge explosion that it would have blown up the town. And Natsu's out right now. Like, well, he's not really out. He just can't move because the fight was so strong, and then the fact that he had the explosion things. Well, I mean, he was basically on the ground, and then Lucy and Wendy can't really do shit because they don't have the kind of power to be able to block this or do something against this. And then so, like, Natsu is on the ground in a big ass hole, and Lucy and Wendy slide down on him, like, trying to, like, figure out what they're gonna do. And then Charlie, like, lands right there, and they're like, what the heck is gonna happen? And then Jacko's talking about how even if they kill him, he's still gonna blow up. So it doesn't matter if he dies, this whole place is gonna go shebang. Happy comes out of freaking nowhere and just grabs him, and he just starts flying up. And I'm like, Happy, no! And he keeps flying, and then Natsu's like, no! Like, he gets up and he's like, no! And then Wendy's like, Natsu or Happy, fly farther, go! And so, like, this is gonna be like a sacrifice. And I was like, Happy, no, no, no! And he just keeps flying, and he's like, I'm not gonna let you do this. I'm not going to let you do this. We will not go down. And he just keeps flying up, and then he blows up, and I'm like, no! And then they made it worse, and I really wish they had gone that route. Of course, they're not going to do it because of the way the show is. But, like you had particles just floating around. Just sparkles just coming down everywhere. Like, clear sign that somebody just died. And I was really, like, I didn't want Happy to die, but I felt like it could have been a really touching moment if he had died, right? But, you know, of course, he didn't. Now, this is the part I kind of got a little bit upset about it, because they could have seriously played this out a little bit better. Because, do you see this like bright light, like this, you know, those things they do in anime where they have like a shining star thing, like just sparkle for a moment? I was really hoping, because Natsu's over here upset Charlotte's crying practically. Wendy's over here. Like, this is a very deep emotional moment. And then you see Happy, like, come down. I really wish that if they weren't going to kill him off, which I honestly didn't expect them to, I would have. I mean, I don't want him to die, but I think it would have really, like, pushed the emotional envelope even more if he had. Anyways, what I wish they had done if they weren't going to go that route is actually have Happy crash into the ground. But no, they had him pull an entire Natsu and then, like, fly back with, like, a freaking afro all toasted and shit. Like he was just in an explosion, right? I really wish they had done something to keep the emotions going. Because as soon as that happened, like, the emotion just fell flat. Because then Wendy was like, oh, and then Natsu's like, oh my gosh, it's okay. And then Charlotte has a smile. Now, granted, I guess that's a nice moment between Charlotte and Happy. But I really wish they had pushed this a little bit more. Have Happy actually come, diving down because he just can't move. Have Natsu catch him, and then have a moment with Charlotte and Happy, like her trying to make sure that he's like wants him to be okay. But they didn't do that, and unfortunately, that kind of ruined the moment for me. But I still went back to get the screenshot, and I still got teary-eyed. I don't know why, because I already knew he was okay. And then, like, it just happened. And then we showed off to the other team members, the other squads that went out to search for the other guys. No luck. Everybody's dead. And then Elfman and Lisana actually run into another Tartaros member. And then all of a sudden, apparently she has, like, a weird curse of being able to control people or something. Because then, like, she destroys the Lacrima, the communication Lacrima. And then Elfman's basically choking Lisana. And I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, he's literally, like, choking her to death. Now, remember, Elfman's arms are, like, freaking huge and shit. So, like, just imagine his big-ass hand around Lisana's little tiny neck. It's not a good sign. So, we're probably going to see Elfman have some action right there. And then we get to know what Face is, right? We get finally figured out what Face is. Face is this bomb. Now, the council member, the ex-council member, the cat dude, he starts going off about how the council has a lot of weapons, aka Etheros, which is the one that they use in the second arc, I believe. The Tower of Heaven arc, I don't remember. I think that was the second or third. It was around that time, okay? That one, and then they have Face. Now that one is supposed to explode or destroy, has the power to destroy an entire continent. Face has the ability of killing magic in an entire continent. Like, just flat out, boom! And then everybody gets that magic killing disease. Not good. And it makes it worse because Tartaros, they don't have magic, they have curses. I guess that's why they had to specify. We have curses, which means that they will not be affected by Face. Meaning they're the only people with powers when this shit explodes. What does this mean? Well, we need to get Face, right? That's our goal. We gotta find Face. Now, the way that the ex-council member explains it, because he doesn't know where it's at. Apparently, you need 3 life forces to steal it away. Like, three council members, 3 higher up, they actually sealed Face away. So apparently, if you kill all 3 of them off, well, then you can unlock Face, and then Face is good to go. But the only one that knows who they are is the ex-councilman, meaning the chairman, which means they have to find him in order to find out who these 3 people are, so they can protect them. Because if they die, well, Face is. We're all assuming that Tartaros knows where Face is, so they're basically, their whole plan is right now to kill off as many council members so that they can unlock Face. And that's our goal. So now we gotta find the ex-chairman, and then we gotta find the 3 people, and then we gotta protect them, and then we have to fight everybody. I can't wait. This is exciting. What I love so much about the last scene is that you have everybody looking, because now they know what they have to do. You have everybody looking for information. Like, they found a bunch of other council members, right? They found their addresses. They're sending out teams, and they even got other guilds to help out. So they're over there trying to find people so they can protect them. Cool, awesome. They find the chairman, and they're like, Makata was like, okay, send somebody over there right now. And then they're like, we already sent somebody over. And I'm like, okay, who the hell did you send? And I was like, wait a minute. Two people were missing. One in particular who's my favorite character. We didn't see her. She didn't talk at all through the communication services. I was like, where the hell is she at? And then, well, now you know who it is. And you just see Ersa and then Mira Jane right behind her. And they're like, we got our best people on the job. And I'm like, this is gonna be so epic. We haven't seen Ersa and Mira Jane actually fight side by side in a really long time. And I'm super excited about this because Ersa is my favorite character in the entire series. And I love Mira Jane. So it's gonna be awesome to see like the beast armor weapons chick and then the transformation demon form chick. Which is interesting. I wanna know how they're gonna treat that. Because remember, Mira Jane's power is transforming into demons. So like is Tartaro's gonna be like, wait a minute, there's something fishy going on here. She's a demon lady. We need to get her on our team. You know, we gotta recruit her, or maybe I don't know. I just say this is legit awesome. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for the team up. I can't wait to see what they're gonna fight. And then so next episode, I'm assuming because I don't watch the previews. The recap takes too long, anyways. But like I am expecting next episode to be Elfman and maybe Lisana actually gets something to do or something versus this Tartaros member alongside Ersa and Mira Jane reaching destination, whatever. Regardless, I'm super stoked for next week. Super excited. Happy. I loved your moment until the very end where it was just completely ruined. But it was still nice. It was still a nice moment. You did something that I have never seen you do in the past, which was awesome. But yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Link in the description where you can watch the episode. I'm also going to leave a code for a 2-day free trial of Crunchyroll. So in case you want to watch the episode, you know, legally, and you don't have a payment account, well, you have 2 free days. There you go. So I'm going to leave that in the description. Go check that out. As always, drop a like, comment, favorite, share, social media, advertisement, shit, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys next week.